Numbers Infinity Series.
Preston Plays currently holds the record for the fastest death in 2.91 seconds, and I'm gonna beat that, along with 11 other records in this video. This could be really good. No, that would have been so good. Oh, no way. Let's go, 2.32 seconds. The fastest time to reach max height is 4 minutes, 7 seconds by Dom. Okay, here we go. I have to get a bunch of wood. I'm not really sure how much I need. Okay, I think we got enough wood. We just gotta start building. Building on a tree would have been way smarter. Okay, we have to be getting close. No! I want to get stone tools this time. I think I need about 1 stack of wood. Okay, that should be good. Okay, I think I'm gonna start about right here. This is pretty good pace. I'm feeling good about this one. Max height is at Y level 313, and we're already at like 250. We're so close. There we go, 3 minutes and 56 seconds. Now I'm gonna do the complete opposite. The fastest time to reach Y-63 is 1 minute 53 seconds, also by Dom. Right when I spawned in, I went and got some wood. Then I began looking for a cave, and it did not take long. I immediately tried to get as low as possible, and I almost died while doing so. Anyways, I kept on running, trying to avoid any mobs, until I got to the lowest point and began mining. The fastest time to find a diamond is 20.72 seconds by Preston Plays. Hold on, we spawned right in a village. And is that a blacksmith? Okay, this could be really good. Okay, we spawned right next to a desert temple. This could be good. We gotta go fast, come on. Okay, please have diamonds. Yes, let's go. The most iron golems spawned in 1 minute is 39 by Eider. Now, I'm not gonna lie, my first few attempts at this were really bad. Yeah, I have no idea what I was doing, but I kept on trying until I finally did this. There we go, I spawned 45 in 1 minute. The fastest time to get a block of dirt is 1.7 seconds by Mao. Okay, attempt number 1, here we go. 3.89 seconds. Okay, that was really bad. Okay, here we go. 1.49 seconds. There we go. Let's go. The fastest time to build a house is 1 minute and 3 seconds by Eider. For this record to count, the house must have walls, a roof, a bed, and a door. Right when I spawned in, I found some sheep, which I could use to make the bed. After that, I went back and got some wood. Then I made everything I needed and began building. That was until I realized I did not have enough wood. In my next attempt, I started with getting some wood so that I can make an axe. This would end up saving me lots of time. After that, I went and got the sheep that I spawned by. Then I went and got the rest of the wood I needed, began crafting, and did this. The most wood collected in 3 minutes is 124 by Preston Plays. To beat this record, I need to get at least 1 stack and 59 logs. Okay, let's go. We can't waste any time. Okay, we got 1 stack. We're on pretty good pace. Okay, we beat the record. Let's see how far we can get. And my axe broke. There we go, that's time. Okay, so we got 2 stacks and 1 log, which adds up to 129 logs. The fastest time to craft every iron tool is 57 seconds by Eider. Right when I spawned in, I was next to an ocean and I spotted a shipwreck almost instantly. So I began swimming towards it. When I got to the boat, the chest inside had everything I needed. After I went and got some wood and quickly started crafting. We beat the record by like 3 seconds, okay. The fastest time to drown is in 32 seconds by Mao. Wait, what? We spawned right in the middle of an ocean. This seed is like the best thing we could have gotten. I think we got it. Yep, there we go, 28.97 seconds. The fastest time to make a diamond hoe is 3 minutes, 32 seconds by Mao. Okay, here we go. I have a feeling this record is going to be pretty hard to beat. Oh wait, hold on. We have to find iron and we spawned right next to a shipwreck. Okay, please have enough. Come on. Yes, let's go. All I have to do is make a pickaxe and we can start mining. Okay, I found a cave and it looks like it goes pretty deep down. I don't know what's going on. Wait, I found diamonds. There's so many. Okay, that's 1 and that's 2. Okay, let's go. The most amethyst blocks placed in 1 minute is 465 by Eider. As I continue to place all these blocks, please consider subscribing if you have not already. It really does help a lot. That was so good. We placed 520 in 1 minute. Apparently, if I use a shield, it can protect me from a creeper's explosion. Alright, let's test it. Okay, so that one was true, but apparently this should work on 100 creepers too. Okay, here we go. Wait, what? How did that work? That's actually insane. I am no longer afraid of creepers. Using a water potion will put you at a fire in the nether. Okay, so I gotta light myself on fire. There we go. And let's throw the potion. Okay, so that one didn't work. What if I drink a water bottle? Okay, that one didn't work either. Alright, so that myth is proven false. But apparently if I put water in a cauldron, it'll put me at a fire in the nether as well. Time to set myself on fire, and let's try it out. Okay, so that one is actually true. It even took water out of the cauldron. The warden can survive a fall from max height all the way down to bedrock. Alright, I gotta give you a little push. There we go. Well, the warden survived. Oh, and it did. I did not think you were gonna make it. So yeah, this one is somehow true. If you ever had trouble fighting an Enderman after this myth, you shouldn't have to worry. Because apparently if you put them in a boat, they can't teleport anywhere. Okay, here we go. Get in the boat. Now it shouldn't teleport when I hit it. And it does work. The boat is so overpowered. Apparently you can build a working copper beacon. I don't think this one's gonna work, but we still gotta try it. And the beacon is now built. Okay, the moment of truth. Well, let me turn the beacon on. And it will not. Now you don't have to worry about trying this because it is not true. Wither skeletons will always drop their skulls when killed by a charged creeper. Okay, I gotta spawn the creeper. There we go. And let's see if this works. Oh, and it did. Just in case I got lucky, I'm gonna try it one more time. And it dropped it again. I can safely say this one is true. Okay, apparently if the ender dragon dies by a charged creeper, it'll also drop the head. Okay, let's test it out. Yeah, it didn't drop its head, so that one is false. I wasn't expecting that one to work anyways. You can survive in the void if you keep eating enchanted golden apples. And it seems to be working. I've been in the void for like a minute. I think we can say it's true. Apparently you can turn a diamond block into a netherite block by using a smithing table. I really don't think it's gonna work, but let's try it. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so that one didn't work. Maybe if I use a netherite block? Yeah, that one didn't work either. Apparently allies can use a totem. So you need to take this. And I am sorry for what's about to happen. And it worked. So yeah, this one is true. If you put thorns on armor and put it on an armor stand, you will take damage. As you can see, I put thorns on everything. Now let's see. Is it true? Oh, it is true. And I'm taking a lot of damage. Apparently if I put Frostwalker on boots and place it on an armor stand, the enchant will work. So my boots do have Frostwalker. I'm guessing it is gonna work. Here we go. And it did nothing. Apparently it's possible to break the end portal frames. So what I gotta do is block off the lava, place a block here and break these three, make this one dirt, place a mushroom, and when I grow it, this should all break. Here we go. Wait, how did that work? If you break them all, you can make a custom portal. Apparently you can glide by using chickens. Okay, I think we're all ready. Let's jump. Will this work? And no, it does not. I'm kind of sad that didn't work. You can tame golems by using iron. Okay, will it work? And nothing is happening. So yeah, this one is false. But apparently you can heal golems by using iron. I got the golem low, now let's test it. And it does work. I was not aware of that. Apparently gas can light another portal. Oh, and it does work. I guess if you don't have a flint and steel, try this. If I use a shield, it'll protect me from the warden sonic boom. Will this one work? And it does not work. You can kill the ender dragon by using beds. Here we go. And it does work. Apparently if you put fortune on a hoe, you get more food. First with no fortune. Okay, so I got 56. Now I'm gonna use fortune. I got 71 carrots using fortune, so yeah, it is true. Apparently harming does less damage if I have armor on. First without it. Okay, so I took 5 hearts of damage. Now with armor. 5 hearts again. This one is not true. Apparently you can light 2 nether portals at once. 3, 2, 1, go. And it is not true. Creepers cannot see you through glass. Alright, let's see. And yeah, I would say it's true. Yeah, so they cannot see me. Apparently if I stare at an enderman, they won't run at me. Okay, let's try it. And it is true. They stop running instantly. Apparently you can MLG with a lava bucket just like you would with a water bucket. Only one way to find out. And that one is not true. I did kind of expect that. If you put netherite in a shulker box, it won't burn in lava. I put a lot of netherite inside. Well, it worked. And it did not. Apparently a grindstone can take off a curse. Here we go. And it did not take it away. This one is not true. Snow golems will take damage in the rain. Let's change the weather. And it is true. No. Apparently you can see through lava by using glass. Oh, it does work. And we found diamonds. Apparently you can light another portal in the end. Okay, 3, 2, 1. And it is not true. That would be cool though. Apparently zombies can't walk between end rods. Here we go. Yep, and they cannot get through. My house is now safe. Throwing an invisible potion on a shulker shows what they look like. Here we go. And it does work. Is this really what I've been afraid of? Apparently you can enchant golden apples to make an enchanted golden apple. I don't think it's gonna work, but let's try. Yeah, nothing happened. That one is not true. But apparently I can craft enchanted golden apples. Let's see. And nothing happened again. I'm pretty sure you used to be able to do that. The nether will dry out wet sponges. Does it work? And it does. That is way quicker than using a furnace. You can MLG if a cauldron has water in it. Please work. Okay, well that one is not true. Disconnecting and reconnecting to your world will stop fall damage. Here we go. Okay, so I left. And now we gotta rejoin. And it worked! Who needs a water bucket anymore? Apparently zombies don't catch on fire under cobwebs. What? How did that work? The sun is right there. Apparently one-shotting a zombie piglin will stop the rest from attacking you. Just give me 1 second. After killing a few, I think I can say this one is true. Apparently you can craft chainmail armor by using chains. I feel like this one should work. And it doesn't. Why is it that a thing? The warden can win a fight against 5 golems. And he already got 1. That's 2. That's 3, 4, and 5. You are way too overpowered. Apparently if I smelt nether gold ore, I'll get a gold ingot. Well, it worked. Oh, and it did. That's a really good way to find gold. Players can sleep in the nether. I think we all know the answer to this one. But apparently villagers can sleep in the nether. Okay, here we go. How did that work? Apparently parrots can dance when music plays. Here we go. And it works. Apparently wardens can ride in a boat. I doubt they can fit. Yeah, nothing is happening. It definitely isn't true. You can't spawn a wither in the snow. Oh, and it didn't work. Maybe I gotta take away the snow. There we go. That one is not true. Apparently witch are immune to lava. Here we go. And it seems to be working. Yeah, this one is true. You can combine 2 different slabs by using the world border. So I gotta put a slab here and a piston right here. Then put another piston here and a slab there, and it should work. And it does. Apparently this works with stairs too. And it worked again. Apparently waterlogged leaves cannot burn. Okay, here we go. And it is not working. Yeah, this one is true. And finally, apparently you can spawn a gold golem. Well, it worked. And it does not. Subscribe.
I made 3 Minecraft prisons, an easy one, a difficult one, and an extremely difficult one. And I trapped my friend Ricer Cook in all 3 of them. If he can escape 2 of my 3 prisons, then I have to buy him bubble tea. But if he fails at any in all 3 of them. If he can escape 2 of my 3 prisons, then I have to buy him bubble tea. But if he fails at any point, he has to learn the fancy choreography from Twice. Our first prison is the glass box. The room inside the prison is 6 blocks tall. It is 4 blocks long and 3 blocks wide. If you try to break the glass, TNT will spawn on you instantly and you'll lose the challenge. Inside the room there is a furnace, a crafting table, a block of sand, a flower pot with a cactus on it. All you get are those blocks plus 1 ender pearl. And so without a further ado, Ricer Cook, the escape begins now. The first thing Ricer Cook did was break the sand, the flower pot, and the cactus inside. He checked the crafting table to see if there's anything he can craft, but unfortunately for him, there wasn't a lot you can craft from a flower pot, a sand, and a cactus. So he broke the crafting table. He placed the sand on a furnace and the crafting table on the wall, but that didn't do anything, so he broke the blocks and tried again.
Yeah, I didn't have any health left.
Now, if you're an experienced Minecraft player, you might be asking, why doesn't he just pearl glitch out the wall? If you didn't know, throwing an ender pearl in between 2 glass corners allows you to glitch through the block. Here's a demonstration, and now I'm in the middle of ender pearl in between Minecraft player, you might be right again.
Yeah, I didn't have any health left.
Now, if you're an experienced Minecraft player, you might be asking, why doesn't he just pearl glitch out the wall? If you didn't know, throwing an ender pearl in between 2 glass corners allows you to glitch through the block. Here's a demonstration, and now I'm in the middle of the glass block, which I can just easily walk out of. Right? Under normal circumstances, this would have been the solution, and Ricer Cook would have successfully escaped. But while I made this prison, I accommodated for that fact, and I made sure to add one sneaky detail you might have not noticed. The walls of this prison is 2 blocks thick, meaning if you tried to pearl glitch through the first layer of walls, the second layer of glass would block you from escaping. Rice did not know this and pearled anyways. If he's struggling this much to solve the easy prison, I can't wait to see how Ricer Cook does in my final prison. But now he was stuck there. the second layer of glass would block you from escaping. Rice did not know this and purled anyways. If he's struggling this much to solve the easy prison, I can't wait to see how Ricer Cook does in my final prison. But now he was stuck there. Forever. Since this was Ricer Cook's first prison, I gave him a little handicap. He's allowed infinite retries, and the only way of failing is by giving up. Never give up, kids. Important life lesson. Anyways, back to the escape. After a lot of thinking, Ricer Cook did not see any other solution other than pearl glitching out. So this one, he aimed a pearl at the corner of the roof. So he was successful glitching through the glass with the ender pearl, but now he had to deal with the same problem. He was stuck.
How do you escape?
So maybe there's another solution other than pearl glitching. He looked at all the items given to him and tried to make the best out of it. Stacking a cactus on a stand, he managed to put a flower pot on a wall and crouch onto it. It ended up being useless.
I was gonna do that. How do you escape? Oh my god.
Ricer Cook tried to get on that flower pot in hopes of getting a better shot at pearl glitching, but it did not work. He hasn't touched the furnace the whole game, probably because he has no pickaxe. For all we know, that might come on handy later on, so let's check our options. With the furnace, you can smelt sand into glass or cactus into green dye using the crafting table as a fuel, but pretty much both of those things are useless. Here's a hint. If you look at the roof of the prison, you can see that there's a 2-block hole. In those 2 blocks, the roof is only 1 block thick. Alright, that's it. Good luck figuring it out.
No, you suck.
So slow.
Shut up. No, how do you do it? How do you do it? How do you do it? I'm done.
Yep, he has given up. So, I'm gonna give you the solution. What you're first supposed to do is collect the cactus from the flower pot, break the flower pot, break the sand, and the crafting table. You see, the secret to escaping is indeed pearl glitching, but only through these 2 roof blocks. If you try to glitch through any other block, you'll just get stuck. But you see, with the 2 center blocks, since there are no corners, it's not possible to glitch through it. Or is it? Looking at the inventory, you might see how the cactus can come in useful. Since cactuses aren't full blocks, throwing an ender pearl into a cactus lets you glitch through the block above. So put a flower pot on the 3rd lowest wall, then put a crafting table next to it in the middle. After, place the sand on the roof, making it fall on the crafting table, and then put the cactus on it. Now throw an ender pearl at the intersection of the cactus and the roof, and since the roof is only 1 block tall, you can jump right through it. But Ricer Cook did not escape, so the first prison, he failed. If he fails one more, he loses. Alright, on to the second prison. The second prison is a red bedrock prison. This prison has 4x4 blocks of free space on the inside. It is 4.5 blocks high, and the slabs you see right now are unbreakable. Inside the prison, there's a crafting table, a furnace with a coal inside, and a chest with these following items: full sets of iron tools, full iron armor, 64 golden apples, 7 wooden tools, 7 pork chop, and 3 sticks. The only rule: escape by any means. So starting off, he opened the chest and collected all the items. The only rule: escape by any means. So starting off, he opened the chest and collected all the items inside. Then he started eating golden apples.
I'm making sure I'm safe.
To escape, you would need to stack up 4 blocks, but with the furnace, chest, and crafting table, by stacking all those up, you would only have 3 blocks. So basically, this wasn't the solution, he had to restart. And while he's struggling, if this video gets 1 million likes, in addition to the bubble tea I'll get him if he wins, I'll also buy him a waffle machine.
Dang, I really need a waffle machine right now.
Okay, wait, but that means I have to up the punishment too. If you fail this prison as well, you have to learn the fancy choreography and What Is Love, okay?
Wait, what? What is... I don't... This is so cringe.
Wait, I really want to see him dance to What Is Love, please. Now back to the escape. Before we continue with this progress, let me reveal the actual solution. The key to escaping this prison is finding a 4th block you can stack up on to run out. But none of the items in the chest are blocks, and you can't craft any blocks with any of the items. Unless you use one of the most obscure crafting recipes in Minecraft history. This is a lantern, and to craft a lantern you need a torch in the middle of the crafting recipe surrounded by iron nuggets. A lantern is half a block tall, which is just enough to stack up the extra slab on the prison. To get iron nuggets, what you have to do is smelt all your iron tools in the furnace. But careful when you're smelting to not use the coal, because the coal is necessary to craft a torch, and that's necessary to make the lantern. So instead of using the coal, use all your wooden tools as fuel. There's only 7 wooden tools in total, and each tool can only smelt 1 item. To smelt the final iron tool, use 2 of the 3 sticks given to you as furnace fuel. That's enough to smelt 1 block. Take your remaining stick, combine it with the coal to make a torch, then surround the torch with the iron nuggets. Now you have a lantern, so stack up the chest and the crafting table on the furnace, and then use the lantern as the 4th block and jump out. Rice put on all the iron armor and started dancing around. He put an iron sword in the furnace and one of the wooden tools to burn it. Perhaps he knew he needed iron nuggets. Woo! You've escaped, but there's still 1 more prison. I'll repeat myself 1 more time. The last prison is 3 times as hard as the first 2 combined.
You're about to owe me that waffle machine.
I'll include the waffle machine if we hit our like goal. Welcome, Ricer Cook. You've completed every prison from now. Well, almost every prison. This is the last prison. And I'm telling you, you are not going to escape this. Welcome to the Dan Cage. This 20 block tall prison is made of entirely indestructible glass. There's 2 levels to this prison and you start at the bottom one. And now here's the blocks inside. On the first floor there's 3 diamond blocks, 3 furnaces, 2 crafting tables, 2 oak planks, 2 blocks of blue ice, 3 iron ores, and a torch. On the second floor there's 3 wet sponges and 3 obsidian, and 4 string. You can't actually see the string, that's why it's so sneaky. And all Ricer Cook gets is this pickaxe that can only mine 3 more blocks before breaking. Alright, I've done enough talking. Ricer Cook, good luck. He uses his pickaxe to destroy 3 iron ores, and then he goes to destroy 2 wood planks. Now he breaks a crafting table to use it as furnace fuel to smelt the iron. Crafting tables can smelt 1.5 blocks, meaning 2 crafting tables will be able to smelt 3 iron. Once you have 3 iron, you can craft an iron pickaxe, but now here's a problem. You need a crafting table to make a pickaxe, meaning you can't use a second crafting table as furnace fuel. And if you use the wood planks as fuel, then you can't make sticks nor a pickaxe. I think someone realized this pretty soon.
Oh, I think I messed up. I have to restart.
Technically he loses right now, but he made a negotiation. If I give him an extra chance, he'll learn an extra dance. More specifically, the feels this time. This is his second attempt. With the iron pickaxe, he mined the 3 iron ore, broke all the wood blocks and the crafting table, and this time instead of going to smelt, he started placing the blocks on the walls in a staircase-like pattern. Ricer Cook stacked up to the gap you see right here to access the second floor, but he was missing 1 block. He had no pickaxe, so he couldn't break anything else, so he broke the sponge hoping it would drop to him. It didn't.
Ha!
This is his 3rd attempt, which is also his final attempt. If you fail this, get to the dancing room.
I think I'm supposed to make it time.
This time he used the pickaxe to destroy 3 diamond ores. Then he broke the 2 wood planks, went to the crafting table to make sticks and a diamond pickaxe. With a diamond pickaxe, he mined the iron, mined the furnaces, and mined the crafting table. He used all those blocks to stack up once again, but this time he had enough to reach the 2nd floor. He broke the 3 sponges and 2 of the string and went back down. Then he collected back all the blocks he stacked up with, and this time got to smelting. He smelted the 3 iron ores with 2 crafting tables, and now he's left with 3 iron ingots and 2 sticks.
Oh, I burned both crafting tables.
So what if the solution is to just stack up? After all, this prison is 20 blocks tall and there is enough blocks, right? So let's try it. I did the exact same procedure as Ricer Cook did, and once I'm on the 2nd level, I broke the obsidian, the sponge, and the string, made a wool, and tried to stack up. But it was 3 blocks short. And the thing is, not all the blocks can be used as stacking blocks. The diamond can only drop diamond ores. And if you start off breaking the iron ore or the furnaces, you end up with less blocks.
This is awkward. Let me restart.
Under negotiation of learning another dance, I gave Ricer Cook another attempt. He follows through the exact same procedure and stacks up to collect the sponges. He finds 2 strings, goes down, and starts smelting. The answer to escaping this prison is the water buckets. You're supposed to make a bucket and somehow collect water, but through how? Well, it's impossible to melt blue ice, so that's not it. Instead, you're supposed to use the wet sponge. By smelting a wet sponge and placing a bucket in the fuel section, after it burns, the empty bucket turns into a water bucket. Then you can use the water bucket to climb out. Ricer Cook was thinking exactly that, so he was smelting his iron. But from his last attempt, he learned that he needed to save a crafting table to craft the bucket at the end, meaning that 1 crafting table could not be used as furnace fuel. So he could only use 1 crafting table and 2 sticks to smelt. But if you add those up, that can only smelt 2.5 blocks.
I actually think I'm missing a stick, because I can only smelt 2 of the irons, and I can't use the crafting table.
He's missing a stick to smelt an extra half a block, but what he doesn't know is that wool can also smelt half a block. On this final attempt, he stacked up to the 2nd floor.
I have examined the obsidian. I've come to the conclusion that I should break it.
Then he finds out that there's string.
Oh wait, why is there 4?
And finally, with 4 strings, he made a wool, and combining that with a crafting table and then 2 sticks, he was able to smelt the 3 iron with a crafting table left over. He made the bucket, broke the crafting table, put the wet sponge in the furnace, and then immediately put a bucket after, and finally, he escaped, which means, Rice, you just won 1 bubble tea and potentially a waffle machine. What do you have to say?
It means everything to me, like...
Minecraft seeds generate structures completely randomly. This can cause them to generate in absolutely insane places. These are the craziest Minecraft seeds. Alright, so we know that seeds generate structures like strongholds and villages. But how about we look at seeds that generate structures that completely push the boundaries of what we thought was possible in
Minecraft is the most popular speedrunning game.
Minecraft seeds generate structures completely randomly. This can cause them to generate in absolutely insane places. These are the craziest Minecraft seeds. Alright, so we know that seeds generate structures like strongholds and villages. But how about we look at seeds that generate structures that completely push the boundaries of what we thought was possible in Minecraft. This seed generated a village that is very, very different from what you've seen before. The houses of these villages were generated completely in separate places. Part of the village was generated at the top of a cliff, while the rest of the house was generated at the bottom. You probably won't believe me when I say this, but the houses and the farms of this village generated pillars that are over 108 blocks tall away from society. Similar things have happened to other seeds where villages would generate with natural 100 block tall skyscrapers. This isn't the only seed that had this rare phenomenon happen. This kind of formation has happened to other seeds too. The village of this seed almost has all of their houses elevated into the sky. Part of this village is generated in the water right below a cliff, but one of the houses generated near the build limits, creating a humongous wall down to the ground. The farm of this village sliced in between a cliff right beside a house. I can just imagine the villagers finishing collecting their crops just to fall to their inevitable death. The reason this happens is actually very interesting. Because a village house decided to spawn on top of a floating block, a big chunk of the house is left suspended. So instead of building the house elsewhere like a normal person, Minecraft goes, wait, we can't have all that empty space there, and builds all the way down to the ground, creating a pillar like no other. So this next seed is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. A desert temple naturally generated fully underground. Just imagine how weird of a sight this is. The entrance of the temple just drops directly down into the water. Think these generations can't get any more insane? Well then check out this rare formation. This mansion generated in the middle of a 100,000 block ocean. Woodland mansions only generate in dark forest biomes, so how did it get here? There was originally a tiny island that was technically classified as a dark forest. So Minecraft went YOLO and said, yeah, let's put a mansion here. We can see here that other seeds also have water submerging mansions. On the topic of woodland mansions, just take a look at this. The floors of this mansion spawned hundreds of blocks up, creating an unbelievably tall pillar. Minecraft chose the highest block for the mansion to spawn on and compensated the rest with an absurd amount of cobblestone. Staying on the topic of rare generation, some seeds generate exposed strongholds, which as we can see, this seed is one of them, but this seed is much more special. Two of the libraries as well as the staircase entrance of this stronghold is completely exposed, giving the player an easy way in. Now those are some unique seeds, but once we search for an end portal, things get weird. In the 1.18 snapshot, some seeds like this features bizarre cut-off end portals, but things only get weirder from here. This seed has a naturally lit end portal. All 12 portal frames generated filled with an Eye of Ender. But what if only part of it was filled? You might not believe me when I say this, but this portal got tricked into activating with only 2 Eyes of Enders, and it actually works. Similar seeds have had this rare phenomenon happen, only having 1/3 and 2/3 of the portal activated. So this next seed has a ruined portal inside a woodland mansion. The lava in the ruined portal lit up the surroundings of the mansion, which frankly isn't made of the most fireproof blocks. After a while, the fire lights up a complete nether portal, and it actually works. Just make sure not to light up the TNT on the fake stronghold. Wait, no, our nether portal! Hold up, no, not the ender pearls! Speaking of structures generating inside one another, take a look at this seed. A jungle temple spawned on top of a woodland mansion. I mean, after you loot the temple, you can go give Bob the Pillager a visit. That would have been a one-of-a-kind seed, but this seed not only spawned a jungle temple on a mansion, but a witch hut decided to join the party as well. Wait, why is my character frozen? The crazy thing is that all 3 structures generate exclusively in different biomes. This exact spot is actually an intersection of a jungle, swamp, and a dark forest biome, allowing these structures to generate together. So structures like the pillager outposts and villages can be quite boring, but when under the right conditions, things can get interesting. This pillager outpost is cut off by Minecraft's build limit and drops all the way down into a ravine. By jumping off from the outpost, you can actually reach bedrock. This is actually a 256 block tall drop, making this Minecraft Minecraft's build limit and drops all the way down into a ravine. By jumping off from the outpost, you can actually reach bedrock. This is actually a 256 block tall drop, making this Minecraft's tallest freefall. So we know that villagers aren't the most adventurous of mobs, but not today. A desert temple, a ruined portal, and a village generated in the exact same spot. The ruined portal generated inside the temple. Similar things have happened to this seed, where an entire blacksmith generated inside of a desert temple. The houses and desert temple generate perfectly together. Villagers have populated the insides, and one of them even decided to loot the temple. You're doing great, Josh. Just make sure not to press the pressure plate. Wait, oh no. You're inting. You've just doomed us all. Quick question. What's the rarest way to die? You might think it's through an Elder Guardian, or maybe the Void, but not the End Void. Rather, the Overworld Void. For the first time ever in Minecraft history. Quick question, what's the rarest way to die? You might think it's through an Elder Guardian, or maybe the Void, but not the End Void. Rather, the Overworld Void. For the first time ever in Minecraft history, Overworld Bedrock was naturally broken. This happened because a ruined portal generated at the lowest possible elevation. By breaking this block, you can now die in the Overworld Void in survival Minecraft. Speaking of breaking bedrock, this mineshaft generated at Y level 2, overriding the bedrock generation. In version 1.16, only mineshafts were able to generate through bedrock, and if you make it to the end, there's a spawner. While we're under the mines, check out this cave seed with a shipwreck fully intact underground. I mean, it's like that one driver that never knows where to park. This seed generated a heart. You can send this to your crush. Now, this next seed has an igloo that spawned mid-air right above a ravine. By going down into this igloo, you soon find out that you get to fall 80 blocks down into what you thought was their basement, but actually is a drop. Going back to some seeds with 1 in a trillion structure generations. A desert temple and a jungle temple generated together, overlapping each other. The corners of the jungle temple and the desert temple generated perfectly aligning each other. Similarly, in this seed, the two temples generated perfectly inside each other. It's like that one lazy builder that never bothered going to a different location to build their second house. So we checked out some one-of-a-kind village and mansion seeds, but why don't we check out some absolutely insane terrain generations? And I'm talking about the end dimension terrains. You might not even know that end terrains can generate extremely according to their seed. The main island of this end dimension was glitched and generated with the middle empty. The coolest part is that if you beat the Ender Dragon, you can't even progress because the portals are chopped off. But once we make it to the end islands, things get very interesting. 3 end cities as well as 2 bedrock portals spawn within the same proximity. By standing here, you can actually see all 3 cities. This piece of land looks cool. That's all. On this seed, an entire forest was enclosed by stone pillars, creating truly a one-of-a-kind sight. If you thought that this forest generation was insane, then check out this cliff formation. By walking a few blocks away from spawn, you're greeted with a Grand Canyon. An entire circle of ocean is encapsulated by the rarest biome, the Badlands, creating a big cliff. There's even a lush cave inside the cliff, and I don't know about you guys, but this spot looks like the prime location for a survival world. What's the rarest naturally generating loot? If you were to loot these 2 end cities, you would end up with the best loot ever generated in all of Minecraft history. After I looted them, I ended up with 57 diamonds and tons of enchanted diamond armor and weapons amongst others. If you are lucky enough to load up this seed, you spawn next to a desert temple that has a mending book as well as an enchanted apple, which would make this seed the best, but there is a single temple that has 10 enchanted golden apples. I don't want to get into how rare something like this is, but you know, me and the boys are about to have a feast. This seed has 4 buried treasure chests generated on this village island. I actually collected all the buried chest loot, and it's not bad. Before we get into some more crazy seeds, here are some seed facts I bet you didn't—
Excuse me, Dan, I think I got it from here, bud. If you type in the seed, suck D's nuts, you will spawn in front of a typical world, no big deal, but not too far, you'll come across this weird shipwreck, and these 2 shipwrecks are made of different wood types.
On that note, if you type in the seed fart, you spawn in a desert opening to a huge lush cave. Almost too perfect. Thank you, Fart.
On a similar note, if you typed in the seed 0 and type /seed, it returns 48. And another fact is, over the dozens of different Minecraft updates, so from alpha to beta, many seeds keep the exact same terrain generation, but as time goes on, they get the different biomes and structures added.
Now imagine you decide to hop a new Minecraft world to do some grinding, but you spawn in the middle of the ocean. No big deal, you can always make a new world. So you do that, and you spawn in the exact same seed. Well, the chances to get the same seed seed when generating the world is 1 in 18 quintillion.
Another fact you definitely didn't know about is that every Minecraft seed has a shadow seed, which means all the biomes on that seed are the same, but everything else like structures are different. On the other hand, each Minecraft seed also has 65,536 sister seeds, which generate the same exact structures but different biomes.
Do you recognize these paintings? Well, the team of Minecraft at Home found the world seeds for these worlds. Painting world. This was done by tracking specific blocks and even their lighting and filtering through trillions of seeds. They did all of this to find other notable seeds like the world of the title screen panoramas as well as the infamous Herobrine seed.
Alright, I asked the same 2 expert seed finders from the Minecraft at Home team to find me the most insane ocean seeds. And what they found shocked me to the core. 2 villages spawned on separate islands in the middle of a 10 million block ocean. And it only gets more insane from here. This seed has an ocean monument unlike any other you've seen before. Not 1, but 4 ocean monuments generated next to each other, all within viewing distance. All 4 of the monuments generate close to the surface and all within boating distance. I don't know if any sane player would choose to explore here. On a similar note of impossible generations, this ocean monument spawned in the middle of a ravine, causing the pillars to penetrate through the mineshaft, making it one-of-a-kind sight. Remember the adventurous villagers earlier? Well, they went an extra step further and built their village in the middle of a woodland mansion next to an ocean monument. No, the pillagers weren't enough for the villagers. Now they wish to be neighbors with the Elder Guardian. If you thought that's where the villagers draw their line, then take a gander at this one. This village spawned on the top of a cliff nearly touching the build limit. If you take a peek down the cliff, not too far, you can see a villager outpost, which if you ask me, this just looks like the villagers' ultimate escape plan from the pillagers. And even better yet, 3 iron golems are kidnapped in this outpost, which to me just sounds like free iron. So let's review. Villagers have blew up desert temples, built houses on literal cliffs and inside woodland mansions, and yet all of that is still not enough for them. The village of this seed was built so low that all of the farms and the houses are built fully underground. This happens because in versions 1.18, cave generations are much more open, and on the rare occurrence that a fully open cave overlaps a generating village, this phenomenon happens. Other similar seeds have had their villages and villagers spawn fully underground. It just looks so weird. Who decided to build an Arctic village inside of a volcano? So we explored insane cliffs and monuments, but what if we combine every rare element from all the previous seeds into one ultimate seed? Well, at the spawn of this seed, you are greeted with a village house, not anything out of the ordinary. But as you look out, you realize that this is anything but ordinary. Not only have you spawned on an island, but surrounding the village is 3 separate biomes, including the mushroom biome. But the most spectacular part happens underground. Under the village is an infinitely repeating cave system. Under some code glitches, Minecraft's terrain generation decided to loop itself and generated this lava ravine infinitely repeating itself 30 million blocks to the world border. The chance of coming across this in a random Minecraft world is 1 in 140 trillion. So that's that, Minecraft's most insane seed. Special thanks to these people for helping out. And wait, hold the phone. I'm getting word that we just missed the coolest seed. Alright, let's load it up. I can't wait to see what... Alright, let's load it up. And wait, hold the phone. I'm getting word that we just missed the coolest seed.
I brought together 100 players and put them up against Minecraft's greatest builder to test if the quality of a player can beat the quantity of players. As soon as the 100 players spawned in, they immediately got to grinding, and I was surprised to see that they were all working together. Bro, look at, we got like 10 people working on the same house right now. From the start of giant cities, medieval castles, and a Technoblade statue, these 100 players seemed determined to beat Quentin, the solo professional builder. Rather than just jumping straight into building, Quentin was replacing the landscape with stone to get a fresh start, and even made outlines with wool of where he wanted his eventual structures to be, like a true architect would. Although the 100 players seem to have made more progress so far, judging from Quentin's signature builds, you cannot rush perfection. This 1v100 competition will go on for the next 7 days. But in the meantime, let's push this experiment even further by seeing if 15 average players can make a better redstone build than 2 of the smartest. As soon as the 15 normal players spawned in, only a few of them had an idea of what to do. So most people are just looking at this like, huh? What's this dude doing? But as they reorganized themselves, they came together to unleash their inner IQ by building some different redstone builds, like a 3x3 door, a rainbow beacon machine, and a fascinating redstone boat. Alright, I think this dude right here is building like a redstone boat or something. Hey, if it sails, it sails. I mean, honestly, if it... Bro! While the average players continued to work on their contraption convention, the best players Sloime and MapBat Wings were already showing off their genius. Okay, I started this competition, I kid you not, 2 seconds ago, and my man already has a barrel tower with some, like, wiring going on. I would expect nothing less than the man who's built a giant working 2048 machine, all with redstone. As each team continued grinding and the 24 hours came to a close, it was now time to see who created the better redstone build, starting with the 15 normal players. I spawned in a small room with various different levers, and after flicking one, a 3x3 door opened up behind me. Okay, interesting. I don't know where I am, by the way, but why? Why they do this, bro? Bro, what is going on? This is the most stupid thing. Oh, wait a second. This actually looks kind of cool. Oh my god. I don't believe that. I do not believe that for a second. Not only was there several counts of animal cruelty here, but they also fraudulently copy and pasted Torb's 1 Hz redstone computer in the sky by using hacks. Surprisingly though, around the area were a few legit interesting inventions, which the 15 players came together to build. Like this redstone wireless lamp, a really powerful TNT cannon that destroyed these rockets, as well as a few other semi-complex limestone flying machines. But as I went to see what the pros MapBat Wings and Sloime had made to contest, I was completely blown away. Oh my god. Why is there so much different stuff going on? In just 24 hours, these fellas made Microsoft Sloime had made to contest. I was completely blown away. Oh my god. Why is there so much different stuff going on? In just 24 hours, these fellas made Microsoft Paint inside Minecraft. And to see if it really worked, I needed to go Leonardo mode and make something great. I started off by selecting circle mode, then selected a thickness of 2 and a size of 3. I then chose where I wanted the circle to be placed, and then finally pressed the draw button. Oh my gosh. Bruh, I was not expecting it to be that good. I didn't know it was gonna be that big of a circle. I was trying to draw a dick. I knew I could make something great with this, so I reconfigured and went at it again. Oh, there we go.
Hold up. I hope you're sponsored by Manscaped.
Nah, it's just a turtle, bro. Chill, you're weird. Next, I went ahead and tried one of the coolest features of the entire build, the line drawing tablet. I gotta give this man the best legs of his life. Oh, look at it go. Oh, we got him a good one. Give him that hind leg. Oh god. Oh god, we went too far. Stop! Stop! No! I drew in the rest of the 2 legs and it was finished. Although the 15 normal players did come together and build an interesting world, the quality of a player is gonna have to take the dub on redstone here. Now let's increase the player count and see if 3 of the best players can make a better, more functional base than these 20 average players. There they are. Oh my gosh, somebody's already... Are you kidding me? Who's this dude right here? While the normal players had a rough start, after a few minutes in, they really started to bring it together with a to-do list, some rough draft redstone builds, as well as an outline for their main base. Let's see what the best play... Oh my god. No way they already be doing stuff like this. Every time I'll leave and I come back and they got some scientific stuff going on. Unlike the 20 regular players who were just jumping into things, the 3 best players like Pingu and Sacred were planning out some different redstone contraptions for later implementation. This left each team to continue grinding out their bases for the next 24 hours. And this time, the normal players ended up having their stuff much more together. I'm gonna look behind me, it's gonna be epic. Oh my gosh, having their stuff much more together. I'm gonna look behind me, it's gonna be epic. Oh my gosh, the parrots! Bro, they did this in 1 day. The 20 players transformed this whole island into a giant kingdom base with tons of different personality filled builds and artwork scattered throughout. They even had some well-made redstone features like this gate to keep any intruders out, a very beautiful Technoblade memorial, as well as some interesting defense mechanisms. Bro, what is this? No way, they got cannons. Oh my god, look at this dude, he's defending his nation. Not only was the top side part of the base really well built, but they also had a slimestone elevator that led you to an underground mine with various different farms, storage, and even a mob zoo inside. Overall, an extremely creative base accomplished by these 20 players, but let's go see if the 3 best players can make something better. Bruh, I am getting the goosebumps right now. There is no way my man built this in 1 day, bro. Throughout the entire 24 hours, one of the 3 players, Horace Altman, grinded for 17 hours straight constructing and designing this beautiful jungle city. We've come to a gate, my friend. Open the gate. Open sesame. Oh, let's go, it worked. As I went through the automatic redstone gates, I entered the main base to find an extremely well-made interior. Around every corner inside was some sort of different farm, decoration, or well-needed feature to make the base functional. Dang, I'm getting a workout in from these stairs. Oh, okay. I love that. Go! Let's go. Another door, bro. The doors are just like such a good touch. Love it, bro. Oh my gosh. It's so good, dude. And if all that wasn't impressive enough, look at this redeployable slimestone bridge outside that goes to this small little island. So I love the personalization on the other build. Like, there's so many different rooms, but like, how can you look at that and say that was built in a day? I'm gonna have to give it to the 3 pros for this. Another win for quality. But let's up the stakes to see if 5 of the most experienced players can make a more successful survival civilization than 30 normal players. Oh, these dudes spawning on the mountain though. The 30 players had spawned on a snowy mountain, which at first made it difficult for them to gather food and other natural resources. But this didn't stop them from making progress as they collectively worked together to become geared and set up base. Bruh, this dude about to hit up the nether? We need to slow down, guys. We need to focus on taming some of these donkeys. The team of 5 was also making some major progress after spawning in their diverse region and ransacking a village. And it wasn't a surprise that JKM, the same guy who's obtained command blocks in survival mode, was already securing the bag. What the fuck? Bruh, it's been 20 minutes. Hey, keep up the good work, gents. For the next 3 days, each of the 2 teams worked incredibly hard to develop the most successful civilization they possibly could. And from judging the 5 best players worlds, they had indeed kept up the good work. Ooh, dang. In the heart of their civilization was this beautiful, wealthy lake town, and in the main building was where they had stored their 2.5 stacks of diamond blocks. To obtain this level of economy in just 3 days, the 5 players focused heavily on self-sufficient farms like this iron farm that produces 5,500 ingots an hour, this shulker farm which produces 750 shulker shells an hour, a literal warden farm that they used to make a mob switch among plenty others. And on top of all that automation, they even had a giant tunnel bore machine underground which can literally mine out every resource they needed with TNT, with basically every natural resource being automated, exploiting game mechanics, and having a beautiful civilization built. These 5 pros for sure put their experience to the test. But let's go see if the 30 normal players can finally come out on top. Bruh, this is a legit civilization. Bro, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. I didn't even do that. After 3 days, all of the 30 players had come together to create this really nice town that had different houses and farms just like a real civilization would. They called themselves the Ant Colony, and with features like a shipping dock, a Technoblade memorial, walls to keep any mobs out, this was a legit society. Dude, I don't know why. It's just like makes me so happy looking at this. Bro, why would they do this? Why in Lord's name would they do this? Although their civilization did look amazing, it lacked the farms and progress the pros had done, which made this a really tough call. This is so hard. I don't know who to pick. I want to go with the best players, but these guys are so good too. If I'm gonna say who made the more successful civilization, I'm gonna have to go with the best players. Now, if there was any challenge for the quantity of players to finally pull through, it was here, where we have 10 of the best PvPers who are going to try and take on 50 normal players. All right. Oh my gosh, here they go. Using their larger numbers, the 50 players charged in while the 10 pros potted up and let them come to them. Look at this dude's already getting dunked on, bro. Oh my god, somebody's already dead. No way, bro. They're clearing them. The 10 pros started extremely strong, quickly wiping out some of the other 50 players one by one. Bro, what are these dudes doing up here? Get off of this. Fight for your people. It wouldn't be until they wiped out around 10 of the opposition that the pros would start seeing their first death. Frankie, don't die, Frankie. No! Frankie! Although they had a strong start, the pros started to quickly get wiped out by the normal player team. No! Oh, they're all dropping. They're getting clapped right now. And look at this dude. Rip, no, Steve Gamer died. It's all down to Straights. With little left to work with, Straight attempted to avoid the dozens of enemies still chasing him until he finally cornered himself and accepted his fate. Oh no, he's giving up. No! That means that the quantity of players takes the dub on PvP, yet it still seems like quality has proved to be better so far. The 1-week build event has just come to an end, so let's see how 100 players work together to push their creative limits against Quentin, one of Minecraft's greatest builders. Here we go! Oh my gosh, bruh. The 100 players came together to completely transform this world into an extremely chaotic looking museum. Oh, wait. That's actually kind of good. Whoever did this, respect. There's a couple of diamonds in the rough here, fellas. At first, I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty easy to lose hope for the 100 players while observing the spawn, but as I saw the rest of the map, there were some true works of art. Dang. All right, this is easily one of the best builds so far. Not only did they work together to create this really nice medieval village, but they also had taken it a step further and made this giant futuristic city. Oh my god. This is actually good. Oh my gosh, they got like a whole airport too. With plenty of different buildings, a whole airport, and a bunch of giant battleships. I couldn't believe that 100 strangers had done this all together. They even made this gigantic pixel art of me like that. Okay, I'll take it. Wait. We weren't supposed to turn this way. Overall, it's just so impressive how well they came together for these builds, but let's go see what Quentin had made to contest. Oh, damn. Oh my gosh, it's massive. Quentin had completely terraformed these mountain islands into this beautiful landscape with a giant medieval kingdom. The nature and views had this really weird effect on me that made me feel like I was physically there. This is literally a mega build. Oh my god, look at the windmill, bruh! No way he got the moving windmill. Bruh, there's legit dude. Bruh, look at this dude. How did he even do this? Quentin knew he had to get really creative to match 100 other players, so he added intricate details like this working windmill that was done completely with command blocks, this waterfall splashing, XP surrounding this Technoblade memorial, and detailed map arts of the feds trying to track me for my tax fraud. It's so tough to make this decision, bruh. I'm gonna cry again, bro. It's just like the simple if I were to live in either one of those, I'm gonna have to go with Quentin's one-player build. I hope you all support this decision and enjoyed the video. It took so much effort to make, so if you want to see more like it, please. I split 50 of Minecraft's best players into 3 different regions to see how they innovate, prosper, and use their unique skills to create the best civilization they can. After 2 weeks of progress, each group will be scored on how successful they grew their civilization and how well they defend and fight during Doomsday when the walls separating them drop and PvP is enabled. Day 1 started off with Team Blue, who had spawned in the cold region of the map, which consists
Technically speaking, if I want to be realistic here, I should be dying with all of these historical empires.
I split 50 of my... I brought together 100...
Paint.
Hmm?